Every summer, recruitment teams are tempted by the same profile of winger in the final year of his contract. Priced low, available precisely because the output never quite matched the talent. Chidera Ejuke sits squarely in that bracket, and the interest now circling him says as much about the modern market as it does about the player himself. The raw numbers are the obvious starting point, and they aren't kind. 1 goal and 1 assist across 27 La Liga appearances is the return of a man whose end product deserted him for an entire season. For a forward area, that's a figure most would treat as a warning rather than an invitation. Yet Ejuke has never really been a numbers player. He's a carrier, a dribbler who lives in 1-versus-1 situations and drives at defenders rather than waiting for the ball to arrive in the box. That trait is what kept Sevilla turning to him even when the goals didn't come, and it's why Brighton looked closely back in 2024. The question Sunderland would have to answer is whether they're recruiting a winger or recruiting a moment, a flash of unpredictability that may or may not translate into anything on a scoresheet. The valuation sharpens that question. Around €4 million, with 12 months left to run, is the sort of figure designed to attract a crowd, and it has. Fulham and Leeds are reportedly watching the same player for their own reasons, but the most telling name on the list is Bayer Leverkusen, described as the keenest of the lot. When a recent German champion studies a player Sunderland are considering, it's worth asking what they actually see a starter, or simply a useful, low-cost option to deepen a squad already operating at a higher level. That distinction matters at the Stadium of Light too. Sunderland aren't short of energy or ambition in wide areas, and adding another direct winger doesn't automatically improve the first 11 it crowds it. Someone already at the club loses a slice of their minutes, and the arrival has to justify that disruption with more than highlight reel carries. On last season's evidence, that's not guaranteed. Then, there's the mileage. At 28, having moved from CSKA Moscow to Sevilla, and now potentially again, Ejuke would be adapting to a third football culture, in quick succession, this time in the most physically demanding league in Europe. So the appeal is real and the price is light, but the honest read is less romantic. Ejuke is a player you enjoy watching and struggle to quantify, and clubs spending serious money usually need the second part far more than the first.